Let's talk about schools, because, the big issue for schools is that teachers want to feel safe going in. Teachers unions are looking out for their members and saying, look, if teachers are going to take a risk of getting sick and dying, we don't want to send them back in en masse. The administration has now said they want schools open 5 days a week, not 1 day a week. A lot of parents will be very happy about that, especially communities of color where, school is also nutrition. It's also really important to have in-person learning. Your boss, Kamala Harris, was on the Today Show this morning, and she was asked about whether teachers need to be vaccinated before that can happen. I want you to take a look at that.
Can you reassure teachers who are listening right now that it is safe for them to go back to school even if they are not vaccinated?
Teachers should be a priority. 22 states, I believe, have prioritized teachers in terms of vaccinations,
but the states have the... Is it safe for them?
Well, I think that we have to decide if we can put in place safe measures. This is why, and it's so important, we pass the American Rescue Plan.
I don't want to beat it to death, but I know there are teachers listening, and the CDC has said they don't have to be vaccinated to go back to school.
We think they should be a priority. We think they should be a priority.
Just to get to the finer point of it that Savannah was trying to get to, is the administration open to mandating in some way through the Department of Education, saying that in order to reopen schools, teachers should have the same kind of access to early vaccination that, like, essential workers, that medical workers are getting? Should it be a mandate from the administration that teachers get access to the vaccine?
So, Joy, this is a very important and a very different and distinct question that you're asking. And the answer is that, one, we are going to let the science lead us, and two, that is not something the administration can do. For folks out there listening at home, it is up to the states to decide who exactly is getting the vaccine and how people are prioritized. The president and vice president have been clear. They believe that teachers should be prioritized in states to get the vaccines, just like frontline workers. And they also agree with the CDC guidance that that is not a requirement for schools to get open. I want to remind folks that schools are open right now in places all over this country. And actually, more schools are open right now and have opened since the president and vice president were sworn into office than at this time during the pandemic last year, or pardon me, since the height of the pandemic last year. That's an important point. So progress is being made, and the way that we get schools open and operating safely is to make sure that they have the mitigation measures. The CDC has noted that vaccination of teachers is one of those mitigation measures, along with social distancing, masking, ventilation in schools. And the bottom line is that schools need these resources, which is why it is very important, as the vice president said this morning, that we pass the American Rescue Plan. The American Rescue Plan has a lot. It has money to get vaccinations into arms. It has money for resources for schools. Really, relief that families need with those direct payments and those direct checks. So that's why we're urging Congress that we need to get this done.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.